My name is Danny Grabo. I am currently a fourth-year student studying film and advertising at UW-Milwaukee. I am a founding father, the current president, and the president who chartered Alpha Epsilon Pi Milwaukee's chapter. The fraternity was here in between the 50s and the 70s, and then it shut down about midway through the 70s. It came back with our year when I was a freshman in 2012. Alpha Epsilon Pi, on a national level, is a Jewish fraternity. It's a social organization and a cultural one. By social, we mean that we interact with other organizations on campus, and we, in a nutshell, like to have a good time and make events that make it so we do have a good time. But the cultural side also means that we have a focus on Jewish ancestry. I can tell you that we have a very strong Jewish professionalism. It's just been a huge part of what makes us unique. We are Jewish, but that doesn't mean that every member is, and by no means that's true.
My name is Matt Sizemore. I am a freshman at University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee, and I am a newly initiated brother of AEPi. So AEPi is a cultural fraternity which happens to be a Jewish fraternity, but they also recruit non-Jews. And I happen to be one of those people that is a non-Jew. And from what I can say, from my experience, is that the brothers have not treated me any differently than if I was Jewish. They still care for me the same, they still love me the same, they still give me the same brotherly love that they do with all their AEPi brothers. I decided to join AEPi because I wanted to be a part of something bigger than myself, and I definitely wanted to develop a better sense of brotherhood, and I wanted to expand my horizons. Throughout my first semester so far being a brother, my fraternity experience, I can say, has definitely been amazing. I've definitely gained a lot of social connections. I have definitely broke out of my shell. I was really shy when I first came here, and it's definitely something that's helped me it's helped me better myself as a person.
Honestly, I feel like college would have been so lackluster and not a great experience if I didn't join a fraternity in AEPi specifically. The experiences that I will most remember, that are most memorable to me, are the guys that I meet in AEPi. The first day you meet them, they're like just a normal stranger like you meet on the street. But as you get to know them, as you get to hang out with them, you create bonds, you create brotherhood, which is a huge thing in AEPi. And the people that you meet are the guys that are going to be at your wedding.
In numerous ways has being in a fraternity benefited me. I've traveled around the world. I've gone to Washington, D.C. to become, a leader. I've went to leadership conferences. One of our goals and values is learning about our culture. And so what better place to learn about our history and culture than in Israel?
What I'll remember most about being in Alpha Epsilon Pi, the Mu Epsilon chapter, is when we got chartered.
One of the greatest times of my life actually was our chartering ceremony.
That was the event and the ceremony that we were building up to since the day that we founded.
It was really a moment in my life where a group of guys worked really hard to reach a goal that they've always wanted to.
That was the only thing on our minds for most of the time that we were a thing since we became a thing.
On three, everybody.
Someone got the thing. I got it. 2, 3.
To me, the U Epsilon chapter signifies everything that is great about AEPi. This is a chapter that was dormant for decades in a location with a tiny Jewish community. But despite all odds, AEPi has once again become a strong force on campus and in the Jewish community of Milwaukee.
We are here, a chartered chapter, once again. What is next? Because this is not the finale, this is just the beginning.
We talk about a lot in AEPi about the term brotherhood and family. And when you lose a family member, it's very hard. But when you have a brotherhood of the people that are standing up right now, it makes life just a little bit easier.
Because where you have your brother's back, no matter how hard times are and how great times are, we're family.
But also thanks to this fraternity, I have found people to share things with that I never would have otherwise. and to be a listener to those people in return. I have found gentlemen that I know will be at my wedding day, as I will be in theirs as well. All in all, I truly have found a home away from home, all thanks to this fraternity.
Being in a fraternity is somewhat like putting money in the bank. As you put money in the bank, you get more money out.
And you cannot tell me that it was not worth every drip of sweat to say we are where we are.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's official. No more waiting. The Mu Epsilon chapter.